We are live. We'll be looking into some more investment quests because we kind of went full throttle on the building aspect of what the shepherds and then the elders want and fulfilling all that. We also managed to do some lifestyle needs while supplying their fully both of their population of their basic needs and happiness needs. So getting some lifestyle ones was good as well. What we will be doing now is some quests, because we should be able to suitably do the quests without putting our own population at risk. We will probably look at maybe moving around some of the production on Tabarine, and seeing if we can bolster the production even further, because some of the items will need to be traded or exported to Crown Falls. I'm not sure how many quests will get done today, because once we unlock the likes of scholars, we might move over to that. But what I do want to make sure we start doing is looking at production. And for some of this, I will need more influence. And what's a good way to get influence? Football. We have that. We have that. We have that. And we have that. So in theory, I think the only thing that slows them down is the distance. So, we shall see. Alright, so we built this just at the very end because we noticed that this ceramics workshop, and I think this one, was really struggling getting their goods. So hopefully that kind of helps. So we got peace mode here. I'll just buy some more bricks.
The pirates of Angereb deem themselves princes, inhabiting the hallowed palace of the Elamais. But the luster of its glories dulled long ago. They refuse to bow to me, or any not of the blood of Selamawi. Many times have I tried.
They've got their own military here.
Bring them to reason.
Sky's the limit. On our way. Nose forward.
I hope you're just going to get rid of this fog of war.
On our way. Onward.
Okay. We're doing the option at the moment.
There are writings housed in the library of Kidusi Anitoni that were old even before your old world took to the seas. But Kidusi's priests cling stubbornly to a faith long forgotten, will not join in Besa until the day I decree their dogma the only truth.
So we've got pirates, the really religious, faithful people.
Waha Desher. Once a land of bountiful wonders, torn apart by countless wars. Ever have the princes of Angereb balked at new horizons? We must parley, lest they turn their guns to your ships. Waha Desher expects a delivery. Take it to them, and in so doing, learn of their troubles.
Oh, okay.
I once desired for Waha Desher to blossom anew, but that fruitless endeavor drains resources I can no longer afford. A time will come.
That is the one I want.
Those who oppose Mbesa.
Cargo
But
boat
first,
up the ready.
we must tend to those who petition us daily for succor.
Alright, so we'll do this one. This one can't be attacked because it's peace mode.
It seems recent events.
New orders.
We've already got peace mode on, so
Take care you do not antagonize the princes further.
we might actually have to put it on either way.
Let us not tarry then.
On our way.
So we'll pop over to the pirates first, and then we'll go to Waha Desher. While our ship is moving. First by the river was the zebra, who startled when the hyena giggled, who in turn yelped when the hippo erupted from the mud. Then the cheetah slunk through the tall grass and made them all tremble, except for the lion, who slept. This was no matter for the king. So we need
It's all prepared.
zebra, hyena, cheetah. Alright. Zebra, hyena, hippo, cheetah, lion.
Fire is lit. Let leonine flame herald a new age for Mbesa. The ancient baths are sadly rather overgrown. My wife especially is rather keen to see them restored.
Let's get some more water going. Let's get the baths going.
What can bring a people together better than bathing blissfully together?
Yanehoy! Yanehoy! The gods, they are singing. It is a miracle. A blessing.
Singing goats. Did you drink too much tej? Very well. I shall give you the benefit of the doubt.
Do me so tilla. Do me so la tit.
Ship
No.
constructed.
Do me so tilla.
So, Kitema sends a lucky. Who knows? Unexpected.
Tell no one I said so, but I've heard court musicians less talented than these wonderful creatures.
Oh god.
So he has finally come, all been sent. It was but a matter of time.
Maintain the position Her Majesty set out in her letter. Use any means at hand to achieve the necessary result. A personal failure would be unacceptable. I swore to myself I'd never return. Swore it. But how? You? And why are you here? Ah, yes, of course. Yes, of course. Her Majesty has no qualms with free traders. But please, no politicking here. For the crown has a vested interest in Imbeza.
Let it not be said a guest was made to feel unwelcome in Mbesa, regardless of his bearing. Let him settle. So long as it is not on our land, we shall refrain for the time being and observe. And we kept a perfect bleat. But I'm afraid now we really must get back to work. The elders constitute a devout, opinionated group.
We are going to be looking around this.
Of the moot, their council.
You would have our trust? Earn it then. Show us you are capable of understanding our land and people.
It was only a matter of time before Mbesa attracted such attention. Now will its true test begin.
There's traditional dances going
I'm
on.
told you know each other. Pray welcome him in my name, and see what wind bears him ashore.
That's barely a cup. Come.
Troubled times make familiar faces friendly, eh? Well, there's always a berth on Her Majesty's land if you want to feel more at home.
We're just having a look around Angereb, because it does say explore it. Is that a little dog or cat? It looks like a dog. And we've looked to their Master at Arms.
You have seen the promises.
They've got a shipyard.
Beauty of our land. Let us hear now what your master would say to us.
Let's make a decision. Angereb is vast and full of secrets. One would need a lifetime to grasp the soul behind each face and stone. I recommend you take the time to understand us before discuss a potential alliance with the Katima. Angereb is not a pirate faction waiting to be disarmed. We have a history, a heart. I believe I've come to understand your people and your city. Tell us this. What was it that struck you most on Angereb? Was it the crafting district, or perhaps Master at Arms' wisdom, or yet... we can say, I saw many struggling to make ends meet. The craftsman's lacking raw materials. A Master at Arms was learned, yes, but his troops are barely more than phantom corpse. Or we could say there were dances in the city alive with revelry and beauty. Let's do that one. Our foes may deem us pirates and criminals, but we hold true to the memory of the great kings who built this, the very walls of Angereb. As long as we look at the history and the legacy of Elmer's dynasty, we know our path holds true. But the opening of the canal has brought with it more warships from the old world. Though we do not fear battle, it is our duty to maintain Angereb in the memory of our glorious kings. A memory we cannot uphold if we were to slowly die, and our city left to be ruins. So I think if I find the ruins... The Emperor is willing to support the economy if you abandon piracy. The Emperor will grant you the might to challenge an outclass. Alright, we need to have a look at that. The Emperor will restore the honor and bring visitors in droves. Yeah, let's do that. Fine enough, but Angereb will never seal a covenant without a token of good faith. Bring us tangible proof of the Emperor's intentions. Show us he has the power to go through. If he proves a just and trustworthy ruler, we will consider bending our knee to him.
So, you return to Angereb. You are a guest on our land.
Only I
If
report
we are to
in.
trust you, you must first prove your goodwill.
Alright, we need to really have a look at what's going on over here.
Watch your step. You wouldn't be the first to slip there.
Why are you not as productive? Okay. Not sure why that is. Why that happened. Okay.
Nose forward.
Alright, we've got some ships moving around. Okay. Sorry. Just sorting out a work-related thing. Well, as we wait for this ship. Okay, we'll switch those over.
Ready to fly. Aye.
We'll send you over. Can we select here? Thank you. I might put you back in. Okay.
New orders.
We'll drop off the bricks. Okay. So we're kind of delaying the Waha Desher.
Ship constructed.
Cargo boat at the ready.
Ship constructed.
Ship has been constructed. Alright, so Sir Archibald is down here. And this is the main quest line now, to go see what Archie wants. You can see he's got his own house over here. Let's see what he's got. Something. He's now got a stack of mud bricks. There he goes.
Restoring an ancient palace.
Aye.
Anyone want to go see an eastern giant snail at the zoo?
Carry her about.
A fine scholar has recently returned from Vespuccia, where he was researching archaeology. Find him in Kidusi, Anitoni.
Flag the flag of freedom.
No, not for
Never
20
turn on
Salter.
ours.
Alright, so that's just basically saying I need to go to Kidusi, Anitoni.
On our way.
Alright, so let's have a look at this. Deliver one of ancient piece of armor. Or swords. Now, I don't know whether... I don't think Katima sells one.
Cargo boat at the ready.
So we'll have to pick something up from... We'll have to pick something up from the Old World or Crown Falls.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Alright, that's the one I wanted to look at.
Where to?
So we'll drop those off. And what we will do is find... armor or weapon. That's counted as armor, right?
The people celebrate your.
We'll send that to
leadership.
Tabarine. And we will get rid of that one and place this in. Now you might have noticed I just got a load of influence back because Gods of the Delta affects all town halls and all trade unions, plus 30% attractiveness and plus 10 influence. Which is why our attractiveness just went up. Town halls are just providing 450, trade unions are providing 690. And I think that's affecting basically all of them. Every single... So if we go to the furthest over here of Town Hall, go to the Delta. Probably the most difficult one pathing-wise over here, which has got God to the Delta as well. So we have just got a lot of our influence back. And something like down here... we could put God to the Delta again, where we would get... Let's have a look. There's 11 on the island, so we could get 110 influence back by just putting a small 3 section of a museum in. Alright, so we could just put in... That's not it. It would probably fit just across here. It won't look good. Or in here. And that just affects the whole island.
Hold the crane.
Okay, so we're just dumping bricks in. So what we'll probably try and do is
Ceasefire has ended.
focus mostly on just one of these 3 islands. Get them done and then move on. Some of the quests do cross over. Okay, so let's throw you in and head over. So some of them do cross over, and that is something we will just have to figure out as we go along. Now I'm just double checking all of this since the festival is over. What I'm thinking is salt. We've got 3 tons here. We could potentially move it over here where it would get this bonus. Potentially. This doesn't seem to be a very militarized zone for a lot of them. They seem to be using very much the old school ships. So maybe like the Pythorian ships coming over here, if we ever at war, would be very good. Just before our ship gets there. Ah, they're selling 2 naff ones.
Cargo boat at the ready.
Be strong. So this is the person Ketima sent. And he thinks they will be... At last, the palace stands again. It is only fitting that you, who made miracles possible, celebrate the inauguration.
Look at it. We restored it.
But you helped us nonetheless. For this, you may now learn more of our secrets.
Okay, we get to undo the canopies. Alright, let's just get rid of all the canopies, because I think that's what they want from us.
Ship constructed.
Signs aplenty hints at many wonders hidden within.
Ship constructed.
The palace was not just a residence.
It creates crack and crash worryingly when moved.
From the necropolis in Kidusi, it would finally be complete.
The clinking and clanking of small metal instruments found within. I think we're looking at the artifact specialist. Most people see battered rusty swords.
Shall we then? This man will know how to arrange for the proper transportation of Yepa's
Cargo stations.
Take him to Kidusi and Anitoni.
See, this is where...
Your assistance to Angereb is testament to a noble heart. Beware that they do not use you against me.
They are wanting me to sell to Kidusi and Anitoni, which we will happily oblige and head over. Alright. Now, we're going to want stuff like clay pipes, wok kitchen, all to be mass produced. I'm not convinced and better stuff can be powered. That might be worth it, but it's just you're not really getting much extra production out of it. It's yeah, clay pipes. What's their building called?
That.
No, it's over here. Pipe maker. See, this would probably be a good one. And British Teamer does sell it. So we could ceramics and pipe maker together. That's just a plus 30%. Ceramics workshop. Let's see if there's anything special for that. There's this one. Tapestry looms and ceramic workshop.
Finally set eyes on Yet Baroque's tomb. Shall we then?
So you're the one tasked with weaving our great epic together? A foreigner? Well, any ship in a storm.
I never doubted you would.
Cargo boat at
Well
the
intentioned,
ready.
I'm sure, but I spent years studying this exceedingly complicated subject at Harvard College. It is hardly an easy task.
We've got to sail back.
Carry her
The
about.
college was nice. It is Harvard, but the people of Vespuccia were indisposed by my chroma, if you know what I mean. So I left, and more's the loss for them.
More's the loss for them.
All good research papers start in a library, preferably a palatial one. The priests will grant you access, perhaps. I hope.
So I'm hoping maybe 3 is suitable enough. And then they it was ceramic workshops were boosted by the same. How many have I got on there? 2 at the moment. If I say I want 4. And I think it was tapestry looms. Tapestry looms. Because it was this person I was looking at. So this would boost 2 out of the 3 item, like, locations. We would try and get ceramic. We'll try and get this one that does pipe maker and ceramic workshop. And then we'll find that does 1 or 3. Maybe just Ferris.
Your city has grown more beautiful.
And there's still room for more.
It's rare to see that kind of heart. We are a people of honor above all. It guides heart and spirit through the darkness of these troubled times. It is our foundation. A century ago, the line of the Elamites died with Lebni, last of the great kings. His heir, Mektem the Young, was due to succeed him, but his younger brother Tomasi had other ambitions.
Alright, we're just learning about the history.
Tomasi desired sent shapemen to slay Mekdem and his kin. But things turned foul as Tomasi tried to flee. Soon the last of the Elamais lay dead. One of Tomasi's retinue escaped, carrying with him the heirloom of Selamawi, the spear of Darashi.
Our ancestors did not break their chains only to serve an illegitimate ruler.
You may recall, you helped a man in Kidusi and Anitoni. He was on the spear's trail, and we believe he may be close to finding it. Find the spear, and we will listen to Ketema's proposal. But be discreet. The spear is a secret to most.
Okay. I need to send this ship round. I think this ship will need to come back over here. Alright, first of all, we will...
The library is restricted to servants of the Lord. The texts here are holy scripture, guarded from unsanctioned influence.
We're going to try and make our way into the library. We'll do this one here first.
The library is restricted to servants of the Lord. The texts here are holy. But as you are working on the chronicles, you may enter if you answer this riddle. On quiet meres I lay, never sinking. Yet dipped in water, I am fit for drinking.
This is something we've already built on our other islands. And it's hibiscus. Because they have hibiscus tea.
The hibiscus flower is the image of what we seek. Here in Kidusi Anitoni, knowledge nourishes us, that we may bloom in the eyes of the Lord. One must learn to see with the inner eye, the eye of the soul. Tell me, which of the buildings on our island is largest?
A fire broke out.
Long ago, our library was a beacon of learnedness in a world of darkness. But the treacherous kings of Kashta burnt it all. Now it is interred deep below our island. But to those who know, the high walls and pale altars live on all around us. Your understanding is starting to blossom. The time for admittance is at hand.
Alright, we're just going to check in with this fire and what's going on.
The fire has
Okay.
been vanquished.
That's all sorted. Alright, return to the High Priestess. You passed the first test, stranger, and discovered our symbol, the hibiscus. Scentless at first, yet delicious when submerged. Tell me, what do you make of it? One should seek knowledge to bloom. Quite accurate, but at the root of this metaphor is our awareness of many senses we, as humans, are gifted with. Hearing and observing the world leads us to wisdom. Observing, smelling, and tasting the hibiscus taught us that very lesson. You passed the test of sight and discovered the hidden roots of Kidusi Anitoni, the ruins of the old library. Well, tell me, what do you make of it? Many tombs of learning were lost. Lost? No. The soil of Kidusi itself holds the memory, such as our purpose, to store and nurture knowledge, despite the assault of time in our library. Ours is a millennial faith, an unchallenged tradition of the centuries. It takes devotion as students and scholars of that faith to understand the simplest tenets of the wisdom stored here, keeping our minds and bodies free of the corruption of novelty. to better hear the wisdom of the winds. Ours is a spiritual labour of heart and mind. Menial manual labour distracts from our holy mission. Something of Arena of Katima have forgotten. They sow and craft, but in the process they forget their duties to the people's soul. We will not share in such decrepitude. Your Lord would have us blend into his people, his united faith. This is a betrayal of what we stand for, until he decides to build his empire around the true ancestral faith of Embessa, and encourages the arena to refocus on their spiritual duties. We can be no harmony between us. We'll try and help her out. We hope to make him see the truth in your words. A wise choice. You are quick to understand our ways. The glory of Kidusi shines in your words.
The priests of Kidusi acknowledge you. You show yourself to be worthy of trust. Lift now the veil and enter our famed library.
Read books describing Golden Age and founding of Embessa.
Very well, let's get to it. All great nations spring from a golden age, a time of splendor and legend. The books are over there.
If you want to read this for yourself, I'm not going to read it out loud because my throat is starting to hurt, but you can pause it and read it.
History, science, or poetics. If you read, please turn the pages by their corners.
Again, just pause it if you would like to read it for yourself. We will probably look back at them as and when we need to.
I hope there'd be more, but these are all the books we have. Hardly enough for a full chapter.
A fellow scholar of the Golden Age. There is much we could discuss.
Alright. The Golden Age has ended in cruelty and bloodshed of Syria. That much is well known, but its foundations are unclear. Few sources have survived the ravages of time, even in this place of learning. There are barely even any mentions of the early years of Embessa, outside of the book you found. What did you glean from it? Let's go. Embessa's first day could be the day Queen Sheba landed on its shores. Myth or history? Did the scribe who carved these careful lines know of the sources lost to us today? Or were they lending too much credence to popular belief and legend? We shall never know. Such is the peril of learning. Our conclusions are transient themselves, as are whatever choices we make. We must lend caution to our thoughts. Counts are precious but fallible. Only evidence, traces from the very time you wish to study, might yield information on the fabled Golden Age and the cradling times of Embessa. But where would you look for such traces? The Emperor's city was built on the ruins of the Embessa's first capital. Perhaps in the ruins of the old... Thanks. Perhaps in the ruins of the old library on this very island. There are ancient structures in Waha, Desher. Perhaps there. I'm thinking probably in the old library. Precisely. There are things and lands here that have lain untouched for millennia, while war and faithfulness laid waste the outer worlds of Tabarim and Waha, Desher. Our prosperity and the renowned scholar of our scholars and faith have done much to let Kidusi survive unchanged. Nowhere other than Kidusi and Anitoni will you find land untouched by greedy or violent hands for countless centuries. If evidence of a Syria time is to be found, it will be in this ground on which we stand, where the Mad King's Inquisitors burned the old library down 2 millennia ago.
History becomes legend, myth, and even myth is half forgotten. But why not dig up the old library? There must be traces to be found.
Quite right. Archaeology is the queen of all disciplines. Go, dig, dust, douse. The evidence should be enough to complete this first fragmentary chapter.
Alright, we're gonna...
Accustomed to such undertaking. Gather a crew and supplies, and we will support you.
do that.
Beware the sweet words of the priests of Kidusi. They are cannier than they seem, and would see their fate vindicated rather than bow.
Okay, so...
Idling around. You'll need to get your hands dirty.
I'm gonna move you there. Just gonna upgrade them slightly. Tapestry looms. I think we've only got one on. Yeah. Gonna move that over. And then ceramic workshops is there, which we have 2. And that's the start of that small area. Alright, we've got some room to breathe from some of the quests.
All of them. All of them will do nicely.
We've got 150 there. So influence is not going to be an issue for a while. That's perfect timing to get the full stack. Tea spicer, no. Okay. That's just minus fire chance. Luminaire production, but workforce increase. So what I was saying is we might... Though we might still need more lobster, so...
I can teach you how to do this.
Alright, embroider... I just need to know which ones we need to put together. London Smith. Ornate candles. Is it scriptures? What does she do? Affects luminaire. That's what I want. Luminaire. So we definitely want this one. We get extra lanterns and illuminated scripts plus 50% productivity. Just what else will go there? I think luminaires might be... Might be a solo one at this point. It's either that or it's put with ones that don't really need an additional bonus to like production and workforce and stuff like that. Finery. What's the building called? Is it embroiderer? So this one, that's what kitchen? Embroiderer, yeah. Embroiderer. I think that's just done by any cloth production chains. So it's probably best to put all the linen mills, embroiderers together. So we've got 4 of these. 1, 2.
This city is a magnet for genius.
So that will be easily inside. I don't know what's going to go in there, but... I think we'll put another, like, fire station. Potentially there? To be fair, we might as well just put another warehouse in. I just want them all the same way round. And then embroiderers for the other one, which we've got 5 on hand at the moment. 1, 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, and that should still be in. I think I actually want to do all 4 again. And that will stay in. And we'll do a warehouse here. We'll deal with the double roads. And then we just got a small space here for anything additional. And it's still got, these have all got still access to this warehouse in the corner. Let's start putting the embroideries over. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. If anything, I probably should... just plan for that 1 extra there. We're just sort of moving stuff around. We're not really doing too much. We're still mostly mass buying the bricks itself. What we will do is actually buy that person again. Because she just lowers the tapestry needs for people. What I might eventually do is reorganize this. But at the moment it's working. What needs to look at is tea spicer. Tea spicer. So this is the unique one, but it just changes the input to linseed. We could get extra ethanol if we really needed to. That'd be good. A solid plus 50% production. I'm just having a look at what would do production and minus workforce. So possibly printing press. A good minus workforce chunk of minus 40%, and then plus 25% production. Plus with that, so that's already at plus 75. We could either get up to a plus 100 and then need more minus workforce, or look more into ferrous. What affects the dry house? So that's something we'll probably want. Dry house can go on its own. We've already got that. That's plus 35%. Just looking if there's any other unique ones. Maybe the electric oven one. So you might find me put dry house or the tea spices here, the other one here, and then we work out whether the landsmith and lumineers can all go in the sort of the same area. What is our hibiscus tea like? Okay. Alright, the linen takes linseed, which we have plenty of. So we did that. We still got excess going on. I'm just thinking if I do that, indigo goes up, but that's fine. Linen we're fine, and it just means tapestries we're making a lot more. Dun, 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 dun. I need to just be careful of what I'm passing by. Alright, that's Elder something something. That's that one. Alright, we'll move you around.
How thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived.
See how the people seize the economy for themselves.
Dr. Hugo can bugger off. This is my island. Okay, so tea spice is going to go on its own. Which at the moment we've got 7. Now, if we want an excessive amount, we could do that. Okay. We've got the warehouse there. We'll put 2 in. Brooke should be here now. So we can upgrade this one. Nope, that's the wrong one. Ah, so I accidentally built that. Okay.
We're in the presence of a virtuoso.
It's just gonna probably be easier just to destroy them.
People celebrate your leadership.
And do that. Hibiscus tea is now being produced a lot, and we've still got hibiscus petals in supply now. Okay, so that'll just take a little bit of time to get up and go.
An interesting idea, but the capital will not grow if I expend workforce on secondary concerns.
Unsurprising. The people of Tabarim are wayward, having forgotten the ways of old.
Alright. So again, we are stalling a slight tad. Da-da-dum. Alright, how many dry houses have we got? 3. Let's just I'm gonna double road that. Alright, that's fine, and I think we've only got Well, I think we've only got one canal left to play with. Okay.
There is tea by the door if you want it.
So we say it was just 3. Yes. We're gonna build 4. And then salt just needs to go up. And then Sanga farms are still working. We're gonna rotate this one round. Just have them feed in. Their unique production. Let's get rid of all the blueprint stuff except for the trade union. Dun 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 dun. Okay. So hello again, thank you for your help earlier. I spoke to the priest. They have confirmed that the soldier from Angereb came here long ago for treatment, but he died of his injuries. He must be buried somewhere on this island. Help me find the cemetery. Okay, I think we just skipped it a bit. I have a feeling it's this one. Because it was the Royal Guard. The last son of however you pronounce it.
Emperor or not, these halls were ancient before his ancestors even came to power.
Okay.
Take your time. Look around. I doubt we'll find it.
When Tilion died, the priest wrote that his belongings, including the spear, were returned to the Ogdoad. Do you have any idea what that might be? Could it be the 8 virtues described in the book? Ah, a breakthrough! So this Ogdoad is a creed, a belief in 8 cardinal virtues that must be observed by the priests in Kidusi and Anitoni. That's certainly interesting, but it doesn't help us much. Look around some more and see what you can uncover. When Julian died, the priest wrote his belongings. We know from a book in the library that the Ogdoad are the 8 cardinal virtues observed by Kidusi and Anitoni's priest, but I'm sure what that helps us with. What do you make of it? Virtue of the key to the sanctity, then the spear must lay in a highly sacred place. It's not for the virtue we seek, the book, but the book itself, the physical. No. Could be the priest of essentially meant the opposite of what they said. It's got to be laid in a sacred place. Okay. So we need to start over. So we've read that. So maybe it's just further mislead then. Such torturous thinking would be on par with these priests' secretive ways. If the Ogre is all that is holy, would that then imply that the spear is hidden in a place of evil? What sort of place could possibly meet that distinction on Kidusi? Maybe hatred for Sura? Okay. We're restarting. So I think it's further misled. And then we tried the Suria's tomb. Priest refused to even go near the statue, not even to tear it down. Alright, so maybe we are looking at the book itself. Interesting explanation to hide the exact location inside a book. If that is the case, there must be something specific about the book. Something to set it aside from all the others in the library. Any consideration what that may be? Maybe the location of the book within the library is stored in the left wing. The library is quite labyrinthine, a fitting metaphor for a quest to enlightenment. Doubt the priestess would have found the imagery appealing. I have noticed the inscription above each of the wings. Thank you. Each of the wings, all of them are named. I suspect these names hold a second part of the key to the enigma. Return to the library and investigate the trail. Oh my god, everything's going on. Let's sort out this. Wow, there's a lot going on here. We can't mobilise because of the lack of population on the island. So these have been taken care of. These have got fire brigades going to it.
None care if we burn. We can't shut the storeroom door.
Do 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 do. Na, 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 na.
The fire has been vanquished.
Alright. Alright, when Tulun died, the priest entrusted his belongings to something they called the Ugdoed. We found a book by this title in the library. In a wing aptly named The Island of God. The book's position in the library is assumed to mirror the spear's position on the island. We must discover what the Island of God refers to. Therein lies the key to understanding this charade. I reckon it's on this island. So it's got to be placed on the island. Of course, remember the inscription on the library's frontispiece. Within the library is the whole of Kidusi. It corroborates your theory. If that is so, then the Island of God must be the holiest place on the island, the basin of the ablutions. Also located on the leftmost part of the temple, which, much like the swing of the library. So the library itself is a map? Ha! How simple. How elegant. An impressive deduction, my friend. And if the book is in the leftmost wing, we must look to the place on the leftmost part of the temple. The place where the Ugdad, the 8 virtues, could represent.
With those clues, we should be able to determine where the spear was hidden.
Oh, these are 8 columns.
A story in the making. I have scouted the place, and I believe in the plan.
The spear is near the entrance to the temple, which is under heavy guard. If take the road, I am certain to encounter priests, and they will doubtless be wary of my presence and identity. There is also a hidden mountainous path that would get me quite close to the temple, but it seems rather perilous. The mountain path seems best.
Loose rocks? I will need some sort of map to progress.
Let's do this one.
Into the mountains then. Wait till you hear from me.
Okay, so it's 8 minutes for him to sort out his thing. Now, what I did want to do is upgrade you. Just want to make sure, because I've upgraded some... See, clay pipes is gone. So I need to build another pipe maker. Now, I really hate all the roads along here. You can move over there for now. Just move that up one just so it can fit in the kitchen's very nicely.
No idling around. You'll need to get your hand.
Let's do it like that. Let's copy that. I don't know how many of these they will need, but bear in mind we will upgrade the roads here as well. Can another one fit here? No. What might happen actually is might find stuff like the lantern smith goes up here. That fits in nicely.
I'd rather take these home than...
No, that's out. Ah, see, that fits too nicely. And another one can fit in there. Let's get rid of that and move you over. I can clean the roads up a tad more. I have seen, George, I have seen that they've added that. I was actually going to send you what I saw on Twitter, because they've done promos of it.
But I had to use the spear as a walking staff for that last part. Now, to Angereb.
So I think things are about to get even more difficult on Helldivers.
To clear our trail and tie up loose ends. Sail safe, my friend.
Helldivers 2 might just get a little bit difficult. Yep, but fun. Don't you worry, it's fun. The legendary spear of the Elmas is not just a relic of Investor's long-lost founding dynasty. It is a symbol, one that could be used by Angereb to rise up behind a new ruler, claiming the legitimacy granted by the spear. A self-proclaimed true king of Investor by the grace of the Lord, it is a dangerous artifact to leave unattended, and one the Emperor must be notified of. But beware, whoever you choose to give it to, their opponents may not forgive you for the deceit. Apparently flamethrower can kill a charger much more quickly now. So maybe flamethrowers are actually going to become a lot more useful. At the moment, we're going to just bring the spear over here to us. We want the spear. Okay. Honeycomb is fine. Cotton is fine. I'm just going to build that then. Teff and spices. What's Teff and spices like? Spices are kind of alright. Teff is kind of alright. Teff is now not alright. Teff is here. Alright, has this got much steel on it? Yes, it does. So come over here. I'm down over here sorting it.
Ceasefire has ended.
I just realised that. I don't think I've actually got that. I literally do only have one. How are you anyway, George? Oh, I forgot to actually add her, and so tapestry should go down.
They asked me to be the mother for the spring mass.
Only a little bit though. I reckon that's a good sort of circle around. So what kitchen is getting quite close? So is like illuminated script and lanterns. The what kitchen needs spiced flour, which we've upped quite a lot, and lobster. Now, if I build those two, can we supply the spiced flour quite easily? And I was thinking of building all of those anyway. Lobster, well over. Easy. Glass we're bringing in. Ornate candles. How's ornate candles doing? That's pretty good going. We'll plan it like that for now. We're just missing bricks, really. Which, that's not the one getting bricks. You are. No. You're not worth the time. And bear in mind, we've not started actually building the trade unions over here. Oh, alright, I'm good, thank you. How's Anitoni? It's going well. In better, so like basically Africa, Land Alliance, it's quite quest intensive, so we're taking it nice and slow, making sure not to miss anything and progress as much as possible. So, but yeah, we need to play Helldivers again soon. Actually, you should be able to just drop off here. I don't know why I'm sending it all the way around.
Competitors have agreed a peace deal.
Alright, should be able to build a lantern smith. And lanterns have gone up. We just need to be able to keep an eye on the glass coming in. Same with stuff like tobacco and clay. Alright, the other one is illuminated scripts. So indigo we've got plenty of. Paper we've got plenty of. I have a feeling the illuminated scripts is going to go along here into this trader union. See, paper's now half. Indigo's up, but we're mass producing that, so we're quite comfortable with everything right now. Alright, so we do have a big one. Do we deliver the spear to Katima or Angereb? I feel that if we deliver it to Katima, because I can't remember the exact quest, because there's a lot you can do which blocks other parts of quests. So sometimes you don't even see the full quest line because of your choices. But I have a feeling if you bring it to Katima, Angereb will be angry, they won't unite. I'm pretty sure I've done it where you've given it to Angereb, Katima gets pissed, but you actually help Katima in the end through Angereb figuring out that the spear should go to Katima.
The subscription for the new monastery was successful.
Alright, do we have a trade route of wheat or grain? No, so they've just run out of whatever I gave them. Okay. Now something to look at is spices and herbs. not spices, herbs and whatever the other one is. See, herbs is quite full here. Is it this one down here? Which is the orchard petals. They're all full. So I'm thinking orchard plus herbs. They're from New World to Embessa. We should only need the one ship. We're going to switch those two around. So it picks up here, it's slower going down here, and it's slowest coming down. Okay. So you're picking up herbs. 150 worth. You'll pick up orchards here. And just unload. And that should be that one sorted. There's a quest here somewhere. I can see it on the map. Ah, it's all the way down here.
There's only a few things I remember with it.
You want me to find your alpaca, do you?
Help the old man with a hat, por favor.
Surely the alpaca's going around the city, right? There's a massive airship in my way. So yeah, one's there. That's actually with someone, so that's not a lost one. Look how fast they're... Oh, they're motorbikes, that's why. That's like... Some people are legging it along the streets. Ah, there's one there.
You kept your word.
A hat maker, thank you. What I wanted to check here was wheat. Probably doesn't produce enough. So can we... look to...
watch?
Fertilize and that onto wheat. And again, I go into prosperity. Because what I'm thinking is we can produce I only wanted to copy the actual buildings. And I believe this needs not actually that much more. The way to do this one would actually be just mimic it across. I know that's a waste because I need this one tile, but I want to go to there, to the entrance. You can just build everything in that gap. You can get rid of the quest one. We'll just throw in some extra fields. Have you always had Twitch partner, or did you get reset? I've always had it. Well, not always, but I've had it for years now. I don't think it's technically Twitch partner, is it? It's a Twitch affiliate, not partner. It's Twitch partner is like big streamer. If I was Twitch partner, you'd see at least like 50s and above watching. So it's affiliate I am. Alright, we're creating another trade route, by the way. Again from New World to Mbessa. This is wheat plus something. Yeah, if I was a Twitch partner, you definitely wouldn't see me at work. It's going from prosperity to Mbessa, and we know it's picking up wheat. But what else did we need? Yeah, sorry, George. I might have beaten you to being a Twitch partner.
Dancing is like
it's just unfortunate, mate.
It's the linen of life.
Jam was one thing we need. Soap. These two are coming in. Soap. I don't think jam comes from New World at all. I don't think you can do jam, no.
An explosion in one of your factories. A fire broke out.
Alright, what's the slowest one that they need? Soap is 1 ton, jam is 2.
Ceasefire has...
Alright, let's go see the blown up factory. Jesus Christ. Go, 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 go. Alright, this is kind of where I wanted to be. We're just gonna increase that to 1,000 because we will be starting to take soap off this island, and we do need to set a minimum. No, we need just to alter a trade route.
The fire has been vanquished.
Can't believe I never told it to
Not
too many changes, I hope.
So we're gonna go from Cape Trelawney over to the New World. And that's picking up soap. Actually, I think it's better going from... Go for Prosperity over to Cape Trelawney. Pick up the soap, and then Cape Trelawney to Mbessa is a shorter route. Plus soap. Alright, let's go sort this out now. It's fixed. How do you beat this game? You don't. This is one of the games where you don't. You can set yourself goals. Like, I could have set myself a goal for building the Iron Tower, or building the Skyline Tower, or building the palace. But it's really whatever you kind of want the goal to be. Sorry.
As the Lord provisioned,
You'll never win with this game.
cargo stations.
Alright, we'll just build... Alright, there's another trade route I want to do. I'm not really struggling for the money, but we'll do it. And it's going to be pocket watches and gramophones. That's the wrong button. Watches plus grammar. So I don't think I've got an Old World investor. Okay, so we're going to go from the Old World, and it's actually going to be... We're going to buy 150 pocket watches, and then buy 150 gramophones. And then we're going to sell it to Tabarine.
What's wrong with that?
Old World investor, that's sorted. And that'll just be some money going around. Now.
How may I help?
I do need it at least there. If I just squeeze it in. Delete some of the roads. And I can just move these over. And then,
Skies are clear.
I'll drop all this off. You can go back to Crown Falls. Just need to make sure the fuel, yep, the fuel is fine. It's probably not a great trade route going between 3 different sessions. But we're going to do it anyway. Alright, so we're looking for Harbour Master item. Taxman Tim. Taxman Tim.
He had to go to press.
Yeah, well, I might have forgotten about you. So let's just have a look what we didn't check over. Power cuts. I honestly don't understand this. Because everything should be powered in Manola by the dam. I think the only things that aren't really touching is the odd trade union, which... Oh, that also could be the issue. Stop clicking on... Oh. Why is it snapping on? I just want this small... That's like I'm going to have to destroy the mine. To then rebuild it. Okay. See, this isn't technically connected. It might have been that one mine because it wasn't connected to the road, maybe. We'll see. Alright, what I do need to go do is head off to the old world and find Taxman Tim. This is the first time going into the old world this session. I think it might be. Where's Taxman Tim? Because I have a feeling if I can get Taxman Tim, it might stop Hugo Mercier from buying my shares. Alright, we'll have to pause on finding that. Alright, so I think
survive through brave individuals like you.
Room to maneuver.
we'll send the spear over. Let's see what this quest is over here. Oh my god, so many notifications popping through.
Care to help me take the sheep out to pasture? Oh, wonderful. I never doubted you would.
Alright. We got mass production going on. We don't have anything for salt works, really. That's just a holy book.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Monastery,
Your
Lantern
ship has
Smith,
returned from its voyage.
apiary.
Spear. You found it? You have it?
Let's just zoom down here.
To think such a day would come. You have worked wonders. Come, tell us all about it.
So tell me, was the spear truly on Kidusi? Had Tomasi's guard truly retired there? We found the guard's tomb, yes. So he perished from the injuries he sustained while fleeing the site of his betrayal. A pitiful end, but one becoming of a thief. What of the spear? Did he hide it somewhere before his demise? The priest hid it after his death. Metaphors and cryptic hints, will it never end? Spare me the details of the priest's twisting little games. Where is the spear? They buried it in front of the temple. You have shown your trustworthiness, my friend of Angereb, and I believe I understand why you chose not to bring the spear to Slamoai, to King Hatima when you had the opportunity. A wise choice indeed. Angereb is fortunate indeed.
Where is Ammon?
You chose to befriend
He's not
us,
here.
as is the
Please
whole
help me
investor.
find him. There are many dangers around here. It's like family.
This tomb and the guard within it, they intrigue me. Did you discover any more information? There was an inscription on the tomb.
He was cast aside.
Curiouser and curiouser. The priests usually take note of a dying person's last words, a memory, preserved as a pristine token of the departed. Can you remember what this was for this unfortunate soul? It was the rising sun. I know that. I remember that. It was said the McDeem's entire family, the last of the Linus Law army, perished in that murderous night long ago. But bodies of his wife and his youngest son were never found. Rumour still holds they escaped somehow to a secret somewhere. I'd never believed these rumours, but this guard's final words have fueled a fire that I thought long dead. What if he truly did know of a surviving heir and made sure clues to find of the remains after his death? There is but one last matter to attend to. While we prepare the celebrations at which we will pledge our allegiance to the Emperor, we ask that you investigate this presumed lost heir of Elamis, hiding somewhere in Nimbessa. Alright, let's just do this one quickly.
Look through the registries and harbour manifests. A lone ship with a fleeing mariner should have been recorded somewhere.
Our registry? Aren't they fascinating?
There he is. Amon. Wait, is that bush on fire? Is it? Whispering?
The city is barely a decade old, so there will be little information. You are welcome to a copy, should you need it.
There's just a bush on fire.
A miracle. A gift from the Almighty. Through the Lamb.
Alright, we just got to build a monastery. I don't think it has to be on that specific island. So yeah, let's just...
How about a cup of coffee? You've been playing for...
Let's just build it there.
I'm just glad Amon was unhurt. We have the
We
Lord
got a
to
flower
look
girl.
after us.
Now we can just destroy that. We only get half our resources back, but... Alright, we got the manifest from one island. We've got 2 ships moving around.
What'll it be?
Oh yeah, I was picking up steel and such.
On our way.
Because we've got a tractor down here.
Word on the wind is that the spear has returned to Angereb. I fear this bodes great ill for Nimbessa.
The registry cannot leave the island, but we had a copy prepared for you.
Okay,
The sun swell up.
oh, we need to go up here.
A ship, you say? Bearing a visitor? It was long ago, but I think I remember. Follow me.
Okay.
What brings you? What brings you? I would welcome you better, but even the patient Jat has deserted our island.
We just bought stuff over.
Resources are thin. Any help you could send would be appreciated.
And Waha Desher has also agreed to help
We cannot accommodate
Kidusi
so
and
many. We
Anitoni.
shall need temporary quarters for these workers.
Waha Desher is old. Some of its beauty yet survives. Follow Ebal. He will show you.
take his diary and made keep his memory. One would not have guessed. He was so afraid. His guard days were long ago, and he was afraid. He rests in peace now.
Alright, so we're gonna... I'm gonna put both our ships together. And we're gonna just have a bit of a tour. Because none of these are timed. So we're alright. So they used to have pens of animals here. There used to be a nice marketplace.
Wanderers always come and go, and year by year, Waha Desher survives.
Oh, we've already talked about this one. Na, na, na. Da, 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 na, 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 na.
By the well, with the dust sleeping setters.
New orders. Cargo stations.
The whole of Waha Desher stretches from here, land and law. Ask your question, Shema, and I will answer. Strangers built this camp long ago. Brought tall ships from the north, and many wars. We remember as Yara provisions.
We're just asking about the island at the
When the
moment.
sun first rose, the gods blessed the island soil. On that land grew Isiads, eldest and tallest, the memory tree. The Waha water is impure. Long ago, there was beauty here. Now it is dust solid and scorpion touched. The Power Eatery has stood mysterious for millennia. Our river temple, old as in Besa. Floods no longer grace the Waha. Salt beds pile as the water dries up. As soon will we, like our fathers. It is time for guard duty by the Mecha, where Lord Ketema's provisions are stored. I leave you harbor bound. Our people know much. Talk to them and learn. If dismayed by our speech, come find me.
So we're going to try and find the source of the oasis. Just going to put it on ×2. Maybe ×3, just because I'm not walking that fast. And I'll slow it down just to read and allow everyone at home to read this.
How thrilling! A renowned...
Have you found some trace of your quarry?
We're going to ignore that quest so we don't activate it just yet. So we've got some other stuff to do. So we found the source, I think, is that.
A shedjet, a water well. Time clogged and lily logged, but hope for water still. There was fighting here long ago. Kashtan forces fled, bloodied by Ketema's host. Now only ruins, memory haunted.
The waters of my patience are running dry.
I hate these notifications block quests. See. Okay. So, let's do this one whilst we're down here.
Have you found some trace of your... The time has come for a new king, a new age. Let his rule be a time of glory for Angereb and generosity for its friends. All hail King Caleb of Angereb, he who will free us of the usurper Ketema, and hail our friend who brought this joyous day upon us.
Oh.
Ketema is not our king, but neither would we have war with him. If you will support our independence, he will have no choice but to comply.
Peace? We will have peace when the oath breakers hang from their gibbets. They will kneel.
We're in the presence of a virtuoso.
That's good and all, but...
A visitor. Uncommon indeed. The place lost its favor when King Ward passed, and nobody cares for forsaken advisors like me. This inscription, to Haile, who feared the dark, and Wag, who turned and faced it. Could this mean King Wag was? King Wag's office holds the information. I have a key, but I doubt I should be welcome in the castle. You, on the other hand. His apartments overlook the palace ruins, as I recall. Look to the upper floors.
I'm disturbed you managed to look.
Oh, go away! We've got time. I've got time for this. So we're hiding and running. You're avenged now, my brother. My brother's son, Hail Katima.
Be strong. The Emperor should know this. Bring him King Wag's notes, and tell no one else.
Okay, so I think we have found out that Katima is actually the heir to the throne.
We have much to share, I think.
Okay, so let's drop off. Let's drop off the bricks. What materials do we need for Kidusi? So we need 10. We need to leave 10 on here.
Lift the cheese.
And we need to deliver 10 lots of food.
We are grateful for your help, but the time has come to choose a side. You stand with us, or against us.
We'll then sail down here, because we need to give the good news of the water, I think it is.
This will certainly help us survive. An oath given is an oath due. Our workers have boarded your ship. May your search prove fruitful.
So we are kind of juggling all three quest lines at the moment.
Such has been fruitful, so it is true. My father spoke of the pride of Selamau's blood. I had always thought it merely inspirational. So, Waha Desher. Water below, you say? Then we must bring it forth, at once. Let us not tarry then. Change must come to Waha Desher. My patience and charity grow thin. They will adapt or be abandoned.
Okay. So I think for this one, we refuse to acknowledge. Then the Emperor's a fool. For he will not grant us our independence, then we should take it to war. Hear me out, there is more to this. Continue the last words of honest, I would call you a contemptible liar for uttering such outrageous words. Whereas for the vision of a strange old man wearing the coat of arms of Mechadim's guard, not long before your arrival, he spoke similar words and said he had entrusted proof to a stranger, a foreigner. One person may lie, but two of different allegiances and histories. We are not fool enough to deny the truth. Angereb will serve the line of Selima, whomever the last of that line may be. We'll pledge our fealty to Katima of Elamis.
You have convinced us of Lord Ketema's virtue. We shall yield to him our fealty upon the spear of Selamau and be united.
So we've got the pirates, I believe, fielding loyalty. And we'll soon slowly see all of this start to be repaired and everything.
Barely had the shed yet been found, then Ketema sent aid. A lord most trustworthy and caregiving. The land is no longer used to water. It needs Isiheads to avoid the threat of the Wak, a water curse.
Cargo stations.
The Isiheads of the Wasi died long ago, but there may be some on other islands, by deep waters.
So we're sort of, we've got quite a few quests on Kidusi Island. So we'll head over here next. We've got a ship over here collecting the spear from the Angereb pirates. Well, they're no longer pirates. They're kind of on our side now.
Now for the final note. Back already? Easy as you say. A small contribution to the Lord's plans.
Okay, so we have started an excavation project.
At last, the excavation can commence. Lord, look favorably upon us.
Alright, we're delivering trees over to Waha Desher. So we're sort of just going back and forth at the moment. And we're missing out going to say hi to Blake.
We are close to clearing the last of the rubble. Now comes the time to plant the Isihead trees for water holding.
Alright, we can see it.
By this spear and the blood of those who...
Alright, the spear needs to go over here.
A desert hut no longer.
Look, we have water.
Life bathing and tempest quiet. A miracle.
And it will slowly come around, come over.
With water, Waha can surely now manage for themselves.
And this will start filling up as well. Eventually.
How we celebrate. The wasi of Pa Itaru must be repaired. It is thus forlorn and poorly.
Alright, so we need to go get 12 mud bricks.
Festivals. More expenses. Time we made higher plans for Waha Desher.
Tell me then, why should I squander any more of the resources I need to expand my empire just so these islanders can feast and waste their days away? It is time for such a responsibility to change. If investors is to thrive and become great, all must play their part, even Waha Desher. I will not have them merely survive. They must grow prosperous and contribute to the nation's efforts, or be left behind. There is land aplenty there, or land plenty here, enough to feed the entire empire. These old stones must be torn down and water returned to the drylands. No longer will theirs be a language arcane to all. The time for industrious rejuvenation has come to the Aces. This would destroy Waha Desher's unique identity. That is the point. Do you think their manners quaint and amusing? But they are foreign and antiquated. There is no place for an alien culture in a united and better empire. In restoring the oasis and farmland, we will lift them out of poverty and make true Ambessians out of them. My men will be ready to start as soon as they are needed. In the meantime, I ask you to tear down those forsaken piles of stone. We will need as much ground as we can carve the deep canals and prepare the farmland. I will not be part of this act of violence. Then let them be your burden. I will not bleed the investment stockpiles any further for the ingrates and layabouts. If you wish to keep this piece of mummified history alive, then let it be on your shoulders to not let them suffocate amidst the dust and rags of their...
You said we could come to you, right?
If you wish to help Waha Desher...
Okay, they just want a photo.
Then you shall bear the responsibility alone. It may thrive, or it may fade. Though I loathe to part with it, please take the spear. You have fought hardest for it. May it bring peace to you as well.
So we've got a spear for the museum, is basically what they're giving us.
It is lonely work, excavation, and I miss my home. But a picture of the Kesa of Waha Desher would help greatly. Thank you kindly.
Carry her about.
Alright. So the workers are working hard. We've got some mud bricks over here. And we'll be telling them that they won't be getting any more from Katima itself. So we're bringing resources and bad news.
I didn't expect you back so soon. The season for Messiet is nigh. Work will start presently. We are thankful for your help, ever stalwart.
And you should talk to me again.
We'll find a way, I'm sure.
Okay. A bit conscientious because this is a timed one. But let's make a plan for Waha Desher. Katima is refusing to support us in a terrible thing to hear, but I must thank you on behalf of all the inhabitants of Waha Desher for defending our island's legacy. Our supplies are already running dangerously low. We're in desperate need of new delivery, though the waters are returning to the Waha. It will take weeks, perhaps even months, before anything grows again. Time we do not have to intend to survive alone. I will deliver the goods you need. Your generosity does you credit, but I'm afraid we will need more than one delivery. We'll need regular supply until the island can provide for itself. We may not be many, but the hard labour that is to come will make for hungry work. And there is a little island on this little room on the island to store goods in any quantity. There are sons of plenty. Perhaps it could be traded for supplies. How astute! With your delivery complete, we could certainly get to work organising a trade. Although we would need your help even there, as we have no ships of our own, and a warehouse are small, but it would grant us time to clear the rubble from the Piratura, raising the waters high enough to recede the fields.
Resources are thin. Any help you could send would be appreciated.
Okay, so we're gonna drop all that in.
People celebrate your leadership.
We need 30 of that, and our hibiscus tea is low. Why is it so low considering?
Oh, I didn't expect you there.
Considering we got so much production. I don't understand that one.
New orders.
What are you selling? You're just selling the petals. Okay, so we just need to wait until we got 10 there. Is there anything going on here? Not really. I'm still surprised about the fact that we would double the production to what we were consuming. I'm now triple basically, so we're making 12 tons. We can actually switch this to hibiscus tea because I don't understand what's going on here.
We're missing materials.
So I've upped how well the sort of the warehouses should be doing. It's just going down more than up. I don't understand it. Oh wait, do I have a charter route for it? Yes. We're going to set a minimum of 100. And what we're going to do is, I think it's all being delivered over here. Yeah. That explains it. Now I'm not confused. We need to go over here. You're going to sit in the harbour over here. Let's see how much we make. It'll pop up. I'm not sure exactly how much we just sold. I think that's like 6 mil. We've got more trade going on. We've got an Imperial Military Academy going on over here now. things are growing. Alright. Our ship's nearly where we need it to be. And Tabarine should slowly grow the hibiscus back because I put a minimum on it. Alright. We're bringing the much needed supplies over. We got 3 minutes on our excavation. Down, down into the deep. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. We're just having a look around the island whilst we're waiting. The ship's moving around. We got our workers there. Loads of workers in here. We got a Melancholy worker that we helped. The traditionalists. And that's our ship there. That tells me that oil is full across the board in both locations. We can upgrade this one though to a grand one. I think we did just basically use up most of our brooks.
We have very little without the Emperor's help. Perhaps some salt we could trade? Abel is wise in such things. We work to prepare the mecha warehouse for trade. We are resource starved.
Alright, so we need to extend the warehouse, which we just need some wands of timber. And we need to clear the rubble. Alright, so we cleared the rubble.
Oh, wonderful.
So I think this should, the water should get higher. Or at least this is growing in green, as you can see.
And we will teach you of
it. Oh, we got a quest over here.
You see, I'm breaking the cycle. See how magnanimous.
Alright, so we need to buy our shares back. We need 24. To bring over here.
Laborers strike a hot surface. Fragments of lost history at last.
We can have
constant, and that is key.
Here we go.
I've uncovered a meaty opportunity.
No.
You've left the whole thing a
Okay, so we're going to
running
send Future's Dawn over to Wormway Prison. So look now, they've made a hole.
quite a store of history hidden here. More than anticipated. It shall remain exposed while the search continues.
If you could... We lack one thing for sword trading. Seherut.
I accidentally pressed spacebar. Alright, so we can pause this quest line quite easily. Alright, 2 frigates. Easily done. We can do that in the old world, I believe, on Ditchwater quite easily. When it wants to load, that is. I don't know why it's really struggling with the old world. Yeah, I just don't have the materials. Let's see what the pirates are selling in the new world. I honestly don't know why. Maybe it's just because the old world's built up by a lot more by everyone else.
Take it with a pinch of salt.
See, they're not selling anything worthwhile. So... Okay.
Hold the crane.
What are we doing? We're making frigates. We've got a quest ourselves.
Storytelling time for the younger ones. The matter is in your hands now.
Once upon a time, a long, long time ago, a king had only one son, renowned for being kind and compassionate to all. One day, as he was exploring his father's kingdom, he stumbled upon a young shepherdess who was struggling to get water from the well. Now, the prince was he very crafty, so he tied a rock to the end of the rope, making the pulling easier, or tall and strong, he pulled the rope and pop, the bucket came up. Very crafty. The pail came easily out of the water, and the shepherdess thanked the prince by giving him some of her honey. Delighted, the prince thanked her and continued on until he reached the edge of his father's kingdom. He had walked for hours and was very hungry. I was just about to open his honey pot when a lion jumped out in front of him. So the prince shared his honey with the lion, or covered himself in honey to disgust the lion. Shared his honey with the lion. The lion's jaw fell open in surprise. I've never met a human who isn't scared of me. Much less a human willing to share their meal with. The prince responded, we should always show a kind heart. Everyone deserves compassion, whether they be sheep, human, or lion. Impressed by these words, the lion decided to accompany the prince to his kingdom. The prince became a beloved king, and the lion remains his great friend for the rest of their lives, and that is why the lion is the symbol of our nation.
I want to be like this.
The end.
Contribution to the Lord's plans. There were so many people.
My thank you. I believe our item came in. Well, not technically item, but
Onward.
Tim the Taxman.
Where to?
Head off to Embessa. So I think we can protect our island from shareholders. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So, we've done quite a lot of questing, and I can see that our hibiscus tea is rising quite a lot. So, I'm thinking the next session, once we sell the frigates over to Waha, Desher, we can keep them going. Because I believe next they'll want some animals and some seeds, I think, to for farmland and animals to start grazing back to the shepherd.
Has ended.
And then we'll really focus on Kidusi and Anitoni, because there's a lot of, I think, timed quests, or stuff that you really need to pay attention to. And there's so many different ways you can fail, and then Kidusi and Anitoni is not unified, and I really want a unified Embessa. So... So we finished the pirates.
So, you return to Angereb.
We finished the Angereb storyline. It's quite short and sweet. I remembered most of that. Waha Desher I remember doing quite easily. Nothing too troubling. Especially the fact we've already set up a lot of our production and our population. I think the main thing that we want to upgrade is the road system. So we'll just slowly upgrade the roads whilst buying all the bricks. We're not doing one at a time.
This city is a magnet for genius.
That's a very good one.
Engines engaged.
I can teach you how to do this if you wish.
What I'm thinking is we just build all the trade unions. I think this is the tapestry workshop one. That really does limit my population there. That's the dry house.
The people celebrate your leadership.
I'm pretty sure this is already got. Oh, it's not. That doesn't really do much, but...
Ready to fly.
Alright, so... There's a takeover lockdown. Prevents another party from taking ownership of your island via shareholder takeover while this affects the island's trading post. Oh, I forgot to actually build the fire station.
Hold the crane.
Oh, what's this? Paper mill. I really needed more wood, that would be a good one.
The people celebrate your leadership.
We've just had a festival start.
Spare a thought for us?
No.
Not worth the time.
So that's another happiness, income, and all investment food is increased. Production-wise. So that's minus maintenance and increased range.
A proposal? Should I summon my ministers?
A proposal?
Tariku, show them around, will you?
I better watch what I say.
I have a feeling Ferris can fit in there quite nicely. We got all of these being supplied quite nicely. So yeah, lifestyle for the elders are perfect.
So many wonders in the world.
We're just missing jam and canned food, which we could technically take from Crown Falls, and then just see how well that is supplied. Okay, so the first thing is upgrade that to max. Let's go over to the old world. Have you go to the ambassador. If you head to the shop taberine, we'll put on triple speed and that should speed up. Well, we'll get told when it's built.
Hold the crane.
The music really should stop. Let's just really switch. While we... Maybe the Arctic will stop this music? I really don't like this one. I think we're stuck on this music.
Lift achieved.
Why can't it go there? Oh, it's just because that one corner isn't actually part of the harbour section. I wish they created a different way to do storage for Desher. We still have all of this technically. So if we did want to just put it all in one area, we could just throw it all over there. And let's see how much we're bringing in. 2 full stacks and a half, and nearly just under 2 stacks here. So we'll quickly go over.
Stations.
Send you to Tabarine. And have a quick look-see. I believe I can do it from this... From a...
reporting in.
Just under 6 mil. Finance. No. Well, it would be under here. really thought it'd be under finance. I have a feeling you can see trade routes for so construction's dropping stuff off over there. We're still selling 200 soap at a time.
The non-aggression pact has ended.
Maybe if I do that? No. I honestly don't know how to specifically see that one. So we're not getting any...
Fine. We'll top up the old sea chest.
I'm not going to rush flattery.
New orders.
Okay. I really like trying to fit in the Sith village in one area. And I do like the fact I've managed to do it in the central bit. I do believe I've made bigger farms in the past. Now.
We're in the presence of a virtuoso.
I've realised there is no path to this. Okay, so we're not on blueprint mode, so this should just build. And it's just going to be missing 3 fields because the tractor barn wasn't actually connected. I was very clever there. Alright, frigate one, number 1. And frigate number 2. Now, we're going to leave it there with the 2 frigates on their way. We've done quite a bit of the storyline in Desher. We've done all of Angereb. We've done quite a bit of Waha Desher. We've touched into a Kidusi. Kidusi and Anitoni. And then all we need to do really as well next time is finish those 2 off, or continue those 2, potentially finish them off, and also going to say hello to our old world friend Archibald and see what he wants. But that is it for now. All the previous VODs are up on YouTube, so if you have missed anything, you can go catch them. Or if you're on YouTube, thank you for watching this far through. And I hope to try and get back into more of a rhythm of streaming this game and technically recording it at the same time for YouTube. And hopefully we can keep it going. But for now, everyone have a good rest of your day or night, and I will see you all later. Bye.